The following is a gauntlet match. The rules of the match are as follows. Two superstars will start in the ring. When one superstar is eliminated, a new superstar enters. Eliminations can occur by pinfall, submission, or disqualification. The match continues until one superstar remains, and that superstar will be declared a winner!
All right, fans, we're going to crown a brand new Universal Television Champion here. And here comes the first entrant.
Weighing in at 235 pounds, Rob Van Dam!
As Rob Van Dam makes his way down the aisle, having the number one pick is not necessarily envious, is it?
Well, it's definitely not, but at the same time, there's only going to be 4, so it's not as bad as it could be. And it's no better if you're number 2, because it don't matter. Whichever one, whether it's 1 or 2, they're going to have the longest road to make it all the way to the final and be the last man standing here.
Denny Long told me he really carefully chose these 4 men and then randomly decided their entrant number.
He's a big fan of that random thing, isn't he?
Indeed he is. It's the only fair way.
Yeah. Depending who's got their finger on the scale.
From Miami, Florida, weighing in at 260 pounds, Rocky Maivia!
Oh, look at this. Rocky Maivia heading out here.
You know, I understand Scott Steiner is still looking for him.
Oh, indeed, Rocky Maivia pulled out a massive upset about 2.5 months ago, and Maivia somehow has managed to stay out of the crosshairs of Big Papa Pump, but you gotta believe it's only a matter of time. There's a man that many would refer to as a blue chipper. Both of these men you can say that about.
I'd like to know who the other 2 are going to be here in the gauntlet, because I can tell you neither of these guys is going to have the level of experience that a lot of the guys in the locker room here have. However, that youth, that agility, when you're talking about Rob Van Dam, the man who defected from the IWF to come to the superior product, the XWF, lightning fast with both the hands and the feet, and since coming here, I gotta tell you, he's a whole different kind of wrestler.
Look at that, nice move. Springboarding off the top rope into a moonsault.
That's what I'm talking about right there. He was death-defying before, but now it's a whole different level.
Maivia with the side headlock, cinch step. Shoved off to the ropes, back out front, spinning heel kick right in the face. Standing moonsault. Van Dam, who used to go by the name Rob Van Dam.
Well, to me, that sounds too close to Rob Van Dam, so I think it was a smart move on his part.
He just wiped him out with that somersault flip and got a 2 count. Maivia, my goodness, he's in trouble.
Well, Maivia's got a little bit of size advantage on him, and he's youth-wise got an advantage on him. Not by much. But thus far, Rob Van Dam has the quickness advantage, and I thought that would be pretty even as well. But thus far, I don't see it even at all.
Van Dam hammering away with the right hands to the head of Rocky Maivia. The longer this goes, oh, look at that! Move right there, both men spilling out on the floor. The longer the match goes, the better it is for entrant number 3 and then subsequently number 4.
Well, definitely for number 3. Look at this. Van Dam dropping the leg off the top rope. Thinks he has him, maybe.
Referee's in position for the count of 2 and couldn't hold him down for the 3rd count. Rolling Thunder is what he calls that one. Hook of the leg. And, oh, I thought he was going to move on. Well, the same logic applies to both of these guys. You want to put this away as quickly as you possibly can. Maivia tried to knock him off the top rope, but he was there a second too late, and that's what we're talking about right now. Van Dam has had the number of Rocky Maivia in the speed category. And now what's Maivia doing here? Oh, he's got him in a crossface. Look at him pulling back on his own forearm. My goodness. Rocky Maivia trying to get back in this fight. I don't know how much either of these men is going to have to offer number 3. Yeah, I'm telling you, the longer it goes, the worse it's going to be for either one of them. We know one of them is going to advance on, but it won't matter. And now Maivia wants Rob Van Dam back up. Shoots him off to the ropes. Drop down, nicely done. Leapfrog, perfectly timed, and comes up with a big shot right to the midsection. Maivia has him with a scoop and a slam. Maivia's on the top rope now, and overshoots the target. Well, both of them have gone to the top rope and had limited success. Oh, Van Dam's going back up one more time once he got in mind. 5-star frog splash, and it connects. That's got to be it. Pulls back on the leg, and that should be enough to move. Wow, I can't believe it. Well, we should not be surprised. This is the man who upset Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. The son of the great Rocky Johnson, the Soul Man. Now to the top rope, Maivia. His grandfather, the High Chief, Peter Maivia. Cross body. And goes for the cover, hook of the leg. Referee's there for the count of 1, 2. Boy, oh boy, that would have been another big name to add to the ever-growing resume of Rocky Maivia here in the XWF. Down across the shoulder. That shoulder breaker might be enough. Well, now it's Rob Van Dam kicking out. Van Dam, I'll tell you right now, this guy, he's tough as nails. He ain't the biggest dog in the fight, but don't judge him that way. Judge him by the size of the fighting the dog, and he's got plenty of that. Nice back heel kick right to the face. Maivia is stunned by that one. Well, that momentum swings back and forth, and right now, Rolling Thunder. Van Dam comes back and hooks the leg. There's a count of 2. He's gonna move on.
Has been eliminated.
Well, he's got to move on, but I'll tell you what, he took a lot of damage. Oh, and take a look at who he's going up against.
Indeed, Bam Bam Bigelow. The next man entering this matchup, ladies and gentlemen.
Not a good day to be Rob Van Dam, in my opinion.
Drop down, Bigelow catches him. Power slam. Oh, and a headbutt. Bam Bam Bigelow. Another headbutt.
And he busted him open with that one. There is blood running down the face of Rob Van Dam. And lest we forget, he just got done wrestling for nearly 10 minutes.
Snap Bear takes him over. Drop kick to the side of the head. Fans, this match was supposed to be a part of our live stream earlier today, but due to weather conditions We were unable to bring it to you. We are recording it live, bringing it to you on tape delay. There's a count of two. Van Dam managing to land that frog splash, and Bam Bam Bigelow, a little surprised, thought he's going to have an easy run.
I kind of thought he was going to have an easy run as well. Look at Rob Van Dam, the blood streaming down his face.
Indeed, a bit of a visual distraction. He tried to slam Bam Bam Bigelow. Not going to happen. Bam Bam Bigelow now bringing him over to the corner. And drops him head first onto the top turnbuckle. You know, Bam Bam Bigelow was involved in that backlot brawl several months ago with the IWF coming here. Rob Van Dam was a member of the IWF and part of that group that did the assault. You have to think for him, Bam Bam Bigelow, this is a bit of retribution.
Well, yeah, there's always going to be some tension, I would think, for Rob Van Dam in the locker room here based on his participation. But then you also have to think, hey, he came through both in the big 8-man match and the War Games.
Yeah, I would say most of the guys in the back are probably forgiving, but they weren't put through a plate glass window. Bam Bam Bigelow was. Big headbutt right to the back of the neck. And Van Dam, try as he might, I think he is running out of options. And look at the blood staining the canvas.
Yeah, he's really spilling it right now. And at some point in time, the medical team's going to have to come out here and evaluate the situation.
Goes for the cover. Well, it might be all over now. He still finds a way to kick out.
I can't imagine how he did that.
Another headbutt, Bam Bam Bigelow targeting the injured area. Man, this is starting to be, oh, another one.
Well, that one hurt Bigelow almost as much as Rob Van Dam.
Shoulder block by Rob Van Dam, takes Bigelow down and over the top rope to the floor. Oh, the future looks bright for this young man, no doubt about that. Thought he's going to run him into the post, instead sends him back into the ring.
Well, if you're entrant number 4, you got to hope that Rob Van Dam finds a way to advance because he'll be the easiest pickings of the two.
Oh, look at this. He's got that knee in the back, trying to draw submission from Bam Bam Bigelow, and he doesn't look happy at all.
Oh, here it goes, the pile driver.
Greetings from Asbury Park. And the referee calls for the rope break.
Van Dam is very fortunate, or perhaps not so fortunate. I don't know.
Over 300 pounds crashing down into the ribs. And now Bigelow gonna go up. There's that free fall headbutt. Call it a day.
Yeah, you're not kicking out.
He does. He kicked out again.
Where he's getting this from, I have no idea.
You know, ask yourself the question. Look at the stains on the mat. The amount of blood being lost. You know, the last time we saw anything close to this, it was the Macho Man taking on Ravishing Rick Rude. Head first into the turnbuckle once again. Bam Bam Bigelow thinks he has him, and he does.
Well, now the question is, how much does Bam Bam Bigelow have left in the tank, and who's he going to have to go up against?
Oh, look at this! Bam Bam Bigelow says, all right, come on down, buddy. Ravishing Rick Rude. He catches a headbutt for his efforts. Wow, think about this. If Ravishing Rick Rude walks out of here with a television title somehow, then the Horsemen will have almost all of the gold.
Not a surprise to me. We knew that the New Age Horsemen were going to make a statement, and what better way than to do it here, their first night back.
Ravishing Rick Rude. Oh, he got caught. Big right hand by Bam Bam Bigelow. Belly to back suplex, bouncing the back of the head of Ravishing Rick Rude off the canvas. Went for the cover, but didn't hook the leg. This place looks like a crime scene. Bam Bam Bigelow with the power and strength right there to send Rick Rude up into the stratosphere.
Well, Ravishing Rick Rude not looking like the fresh man. Bam Bam Bigelow, quite honestly, perhaps it's because he's warmed up well.
That's another good point. Rick Rude's been sitting in the back for almost 20 minutes waiting for an opportunity.
Yeah, I'll tell you, there are times where it just takes you a little while to get the engine running.
Bigelow choking him out, using the top rope as a weapon. And now, what's he gonna do with him? Drops him across the top rope, throw first. The two men lock it up. And Ravishing Rick Rude with a roll-up. Referees in 1, 2. Oh, Bam Bam Bigelow still with enough left to kick out. Rick Rude out to the floor. What was he thinking?
No idea, but he decided to come right back in, which is a better idea. You got the man hurt. Stay on him, punish him.
That's exactly what he's doing right now. Ravishing Rick Rude doing a number on Bam Bam Bigelow.
You know, I know 2K's got a lot of other problems to handle right now, but at some point in time, can you get the referee to get his ass out of the way of the hard cam?
Here's the windup. Clothesline, and Bigelow down. To the ropes, into the buckle he goes. Ravishing Rick Rude now. Starting to get the momentum. You've got to know that somewhere in the back, Bobby the Brain Heenan is celebrating the tag team title win, along with the fact they have the world title. Imagine bringing more gold to the party, and he almost did it.
Very close indeed right there to having a new television champion.
And Rude takes him down. Last man to hold that title was Lightning Lou Perez. I understand Teddy Long offered him the invitation to defend the title here, and he chose retirement.
Well, can't hardly blame him after everything he and his friends went through. They went through tables, they went through steel cages, they went through a lot of stuff.
Ravishing Rick Rude in the corner. Bam Bam Bigelow using the size advantage. Oh, he goes up to the top rope. Ravishing Rick is right there. Caught the axe handle to the head.
Poorly timed on the part of Ravishing Rick Rude. I feel he should have been able to get out of that better.
Bam Bam Bigelow pressing him overhead and slammed to the canvas. Bigelow's the man who has been worn out, having to come in at number 3 in a lengthy battle. Rob Van Dam is the man looking like he's in control. Big splash.
Well, the Ravishing one now back on his feet, but he better come up with something quick.
Greetings from Asbury Park. Could be a new television champion. Can he get him? Not yet.
Ravishing Rick Rude had to come up with that one. I'm not sure where he's pulling it from, but that's the second time he's been dropped on his head, and I just don't know that you can handle that too much.
Bigelow going for a cover, doesn't hook the leg, doesn't matter. Rude didn't have enough left in the tank. Bam Bam Bigelow spoils the night. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look back at some of the highlights here. Rocky Maivia starting it off against Rob Van Dam. Both of these men pushed each other to the limit.
Well, no doubt about it. That's what I said early on. This is the future we're looking at here.
Van Dam managing to advance, but that only put him head-to-head with Bam Bam Bigelow. Despite the lengthy, bloody matchup with Rocky Maivia, he came so close to upsetting Bam Bam Bigelow.
Well, he did come close, but at the end of the day, didn't have what it took to get the job done.
And here, Bam Bam Bigelow, after being in the ring for how long? Going after the Ravishing One, who came in fresh at number 4, but perhaps to your point, Bigelow being warmed up may have been the advantage.
Well, he also didn't get dropped on his head, so there's an advantage in that as well.
A brand new television champion, ladies and gentlemen.
Here is your winner, and new International Wrestling Television Champion.
Oh, look at the look on Bigelow's face. We'll be back next week with more of the XWF here on the Nation Network.